guys, we're starting. In 3, 2, 1. Time is ticking. Let's go. Okay, we don't go to the vehicle assembly building, of course. We go to the spaceplane hangar because we're building a spaceplane. Technically, an SSTO does not necessarily need to be a spaceplane, but most of the time it is, right? So. Pete, hey, thank you for the subscription. Awesome. So, what do we build a spaceplane, right? So, 100 tons is quite a lot. Basically, we need the biggest cockpit, I'm pretty sure. Good. First things first, this needs a nose cone, otherwise. Okay, then let's definitely put the heavy payload in the middle. So we put a tank first. There's only one that applies here, which is the rocket fuel fuselage long. This one. Then, of course, we need to put our payload somewhere. There we have, under payload, the cargo bay. For this size, this one. Right? You can open and close the doors, and you can also say how wide it should go. Let's do 50%. How wide it should open. Okay, so of course we will need to release our payload in some way. So we do a coupler. This is 3 meters or something, so the 2 meter 50. Yeah, okay. Now there is an interesting thing here. As you can see here, there is a red arrow pointing now towards the craft. This is basically the edge that gets released. So right now we would leave the decoupler with the payload and drop it from the craft, but I don't want to have that. I want to just drop the payload. So we do it in this direction. Now we said 100 tons. The easiest and quickest, time is ticking, by the way, right, is to just use an ore tank. We have the procedural ore tanks here. We can just put that there. Because here we can see it now weighs 2 tons almost. Let's make it a bit bigger. 3 meters, maybe? That could work. And now let's make it wider. 32 tons, 44 tons, 55, 88, 99 tons, 101. Okay, let's do 101 tons. Fits perfectly. That's awesome. Okay, close the door. So we want the payload to be in the middle. So basically we add another tank. In the back. Okay. Now we need to have a tail section, obviously. There are these that kind of go in the end mostly for me. And there is a fitting one that corresponds to that. This one. And of course we want it to look nice. So that's the rear section. Could work. Let's see. Then I installed the procedural wings mod because the standard wings I don't like them pretty much. Basically you have these 3 elements here. It's only the control surface and the wing, the actual wing. But let's first think a bit of what we want to have. With this really huge space planes, I normally have a really big wing in the front that is like the lifting that generates all the lift, and a wide, smaller one in the back which holds all the engines. So let's go with this design. I did have good experience with that design. So, symmetry, of course. Let's put it, yeah, here in the front. Okay, then we have the back one that goes over here. And then we have the tail section that will obviously get one that is responsible for vertical stabilization. And also the ones that are responsible for correct, I guess. Give me a second. Let's move them a bit to the front here. And we can make those up here. Okay, good. So this looks super ugly, doesn't it? But we need to bring it to shape first. Okay. We said, now comes procedural wings, right? I'm pressing J. Now I have all control that I want to have here. All the control I desire. Let's do it like this. Looks reasonable. Okay, and then by itself, of course, it cannot do much, right? We need a control surface. Like this. Configure it. This one needs to control only yaw. Not roll, not pitch. Wrong button. That's better. Good. Yeah, we have. And vertical stabilization. Good. Now let's come to the one that's responsible for controlling our pitch. Let's first go with that. That looks reasonable. Good. Let's see if I had a good eye when it comes to the length of this thing. Ah, looks like it. Hi, Warcraft. Welcome, welcome. How is your evening so far? Good. We have these ones. Those control pitch and also our roll. Yes. Okay. Now I want to move them over here. Like this. And I can also go a bit inside. That looks really nice. Good. We have those. Then I said, if you remember, I do big wings in the front for lift. So let's make them big. We have these. These go up here. Almost, not fully. Yeah, like this. And then we need really a lot of surface area. So we do them up until here, I guess. That is like this, and then we do something like that. We need a lot of lift. This is a heavy thing, right? It's gonna be, I don't know, 150 tons or something like that in the end. We need a lot. Let's leave it at that for now. Okay, now it's gonna be even more, I guess, in the end. Anyway, these ones, how do I want them to look? These are the ones that will hold our engines. And yourself, yeah, I'm a bit sick actually. But all good, all good. I'm fine enough to stream, right? So can't be that bad. And we later move them a bit to the back. We will play around with the center of mass and center of lift and whatnot. So For such an SSTO, there's only one choice of engine, and that is this one. Where is it? There. Come on. Sometimes it does strange things. The Rapier engine. It can work with oxidizer in space, and it works with air in the atmosphere. So the best of both, not the best, but very good combination of both worlds. And we need a lot of them, because this is a heavy thing, as you might remember. Those air-breathing engines, they need to consume air, right? So in aerodynamics, you have all kind of nose cones. Where are they? Down here. Shock cone intake and whatnot, right? What we are looking for is one of these bad boys here, a nacelle. Because that can provide, as you can read there, 5, whatever the measurement is, I have no idea, 5 air, maybe cubic meters per second or something, I don't know. But what I found out, if you want to have the rapiers work until 16 kilometers or something like that, you need one of these for each of the rapiers, because then they provide enough air to work all the way up. So basically we put those here and we attach the engines to them. And then we do that multiple times because we need a lot of thrust. Let's go with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 to the middle, so that they look kind of like this. This one looks good already. This one a bit further in. Okay. Looks quite reasonable. We have that. Okay. We have some thrust. That's good. Let's enable some of the overlays here. Especially center of mass, center of thrust, and this nice mod that I have here, the RCS build 8, because that can show us if we are balanced, and if not, the torque, how unbalanced we are. First of all, we need now a landing gear. Let's go with the medium one in the front. This, and here we need most likely the biggest ones. They need to be slightly behind the center of... I hate it. Like this. Slightly behind the center of mass, so we need to tweak that a bit later. Go with a bigger one here. We'll see later if it fits or not, but I expect we need the bigger one and we can move it a bit up. This. Okay. Good, so here we are. Looking good, looking good, looking good. We can move our center of thrust a bit to the back if we do it like this. That's good. And we, I guess, just change our wings to be farther back, so that we can move those two bad boys farther down here. Okay. Somehow we managed to be off center. I don't know how, but somehow we managed. How can we now fix that? Let's see. Let's try by moving some parts here. That doesn't do anything. Okay. Moving this. Ah, this does a bit. Let's go with the slowest number of torque that we can achieve, which is 7 kilonewton meters. Does this changing this one help a bit? A bit. We can bring it down to 0.4. .2 ISO, come on. Ah, almost perfect. Okay. Good. That looks all good. Check your staging. This time we don't forget it. Yeah, you always had me. Staging the decoupler at launch. That's a good idea. What could possibly go wrong? Okay, did we miss anything? What did we miss? I don't think we missed anything. Crash and learn to Mark 1. Save. Put in some Kerbal. 4 seats for all 4 Kerbals. Perfect. Let's prepare some stuff here. We need an action group for toggling these between the different modes. Switch mode, this one. Switch mode, switch mode, switch mode. And they normally have an auto switch feature. Here, automatic switching. Which I don't want. I want to have control. So we disable automatic switching. And we also want to start in... Where does it say? Ah, psych. Air breathing mode. Yes, okay. So now all are the same, right? Toggle mode, toggle mode, toggle mode, toggle mode, toggle mode. All air breathing. Yes, good. That sounds good. Save again. And go for the first test ride. Let's see. Maybe we have some nice weather. I saw some clouds on the sky. Maybe a thunderstorm. Who knows? Oh, that's a bit back heavy. But it works. It works. Looks good. Okay, so we enable the atmospheric autopilot thingy, that is fly-by-wire assistance. A bit of better SAS, I would say. And then we go 100% thrust and just first check the weather. No bigger clouds at least. All good. And go. Let's see what happens. Let's bring in some information about the engine. Okay, it's ramping up thrust. 90. kilonewtons, and we're building up speed. At the end of the runway, we need to be approximately at 160, 180. That doesn't seem to be working out. 120. No. Okay. Need to update the crash counter. This is now a 1. Good. What did we learn? We don't have enough thrust. We need more thrust. Let's add 2 more. In symmetry, of course. Not that symmetry, this one. Now it starts to look ridiculous, so we need a bit more wing area here. Better. Okay. Put it like this, maybe. Okay, so now we have 14. Hopefully that works better. Are they configured properly? Air breathing, manual, air breathing, manual. Yes, because I copied them. That's good. So we have that. Let's check if that now is enough thrust to get us off the runway. Time is ticking. Whoa, whoa, wings, what are you doing? Okay. Look at that, flappy wings. I know what's happening there. We need to add auto struts, but we will do that later. First, I apply the correct profile. Okay, good. Atmospheric autopilot, full thrust, and let's go. Possible that we need more lift area, more wings in the front. We'll see. Now we're gaining some more speed at least. No. We built a submarine. Look at that. Yay. Okay. We learned 2 things. One is that our crash counter now is at 2. Ah, wait, we also learned 2 things by now. Number 1. Wings need auto struts. Or manual struts. Doesn't matter, I guess, but definitely auto struts. Okay, heaviest part. That's good. And also you get one, of course. Like this. Okay. That was still not enough thrust. We would have the option to go to air like closed cycle mode, but that would consume part of our oxygen. That's not what I want. So we have another option still, and that is putting a rocket engine that will assist us. I like the vector engine to do that. It will also consume some of our oxygen, but not as much. Maybe we don't need as much. Oh, not the thrust, sorry. Gimbal. I want to limit gimbal, so that it doesn't shake like crazy. Okay. Give it another go. It's pretty heavy in the back there now. But that should still be fine. Oh, I forgot an action group. But for testing the start and the liftoff, it's fine. So we have that, that works, and that works. Perfect. Okay, let's go. Why do you not? Oh, god damn it. Staging click. There we go, rocket engine. We have some flickering. That should not be there. But normally with the next load, it's gone. We'll see. Yeah, it's getting some more speed now. That's good. Oh, look at that! Nice! That's awesome. And then we can disable this engine. Okay, so how do these work? They ramp up thrust until we are at 400 meters a second. And then they go crazy. Because above that, they go up to 400 kilonewtons. Crazy. Let's enjoy the visuals here. Hello guys. Okay. We are going good. We are still playing against the time, so I'm going to time warp quite a bit here. Looking at the thrust, it still keeps ramping up 360 already. And until that goes all the way up, we can just keep going with this pitch. When it starts going down, which is now, and we are almost at 1,000 meters a second, I'm going to pitch up. That, yep. Didn't go so well. That was too much stress on the wings. Okay, okay. We have another crash, definitely. Did we also have a learning? Yes, we did. We learned that this engine needs to be added to an action group so that we can disable it. Toggle, 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 toggle. Where are you? Toggle gimbal? Toggle engine. There. And the staging. Another case of check your staging again. It happens every time. You just can't go without it. Crazy. Okay, we can put it in the same stage as the other one. That looks good. So we had that. We have the option to strengthen the wings, but it makes them heavier. So I will first need to check out how much delta V we have, how much we're missing, whatever, right? Do we get to an orbit or not with the mount that we have? We also have the option to put fuel in the wings, right? So first we need to check how high we can get this. Are we missing fuel still, or yeah, do we need more? Good. Okay. So this time everything should fire up. Immediately, yes. Now we still have this usual issue. But damn it. It's still the wrong profile again, that's why. Why do you reset all the time? Now we don't have any flickering anymore. Ah, almost 200, that's nice. Notice that we always go between those two trees that are there. I mean, was it on purpose? I don't know. But they are really annoying. Okay, so we'll do this again. That worked quite okay-ish. We are going until our thrust starts to go down. We're almost at 400 kilonewtons. Okay, now it starts to go down. This time we do a more subtle increase, pitch increase. Over 1,000 meters a second. Yeah, I want to go to 30 degrees. That's good. That's good. Okay. Our closed... Oh my god, what are the wings doing? Our closed cycle is providing 180 kilonewtons each engine, so that's good. Apoapsis. We are at almost 70 kilometers already. Let's go to 80 just to be safe. Oh my god, what happened? And why? Why did the engines go out? Strange. Anyway, we have 1000 delta V left. It could be enough. But we have to solve another issue first. Once we are almost out of the atmosphere and have no atmospheric drag anymore, we somehow need to point prograde. Otherwise, we have a severe issue here. Let's see if we can make that work. Looks like it. Once we are out of the atmosphere, SAS can do a pretty good job. Okay, we are out of the atmosphere. That's good. What we also need to do is get rid of the payload, but that's not happening, I guess, because we can try at least. We would need to start to thrust up right now because we are at our apoapsis. Welcome, Aiden C. This is our timer. We only have 60 minutes to do an SSTO that can deliver 100 tons to low Kerbin Orbit. Okay, let's release the payload and go down. That should bring it out of the bay, at least in theory. Later, that's the plan. Right now, it's gonna be a bit of an issue. It's gonna stay in. God damn it. What's happening to those engines? Why are they still in air breathing mode? That's the issue. That's the problem that we faced. Okay. I mean, this is not really a crash, but we cannot circularize, and it's a failed attempt, at least. Do we increment the crash counter? Yeah, it's a failed attempt. Let's do that. But we learned something. So, we learned that something's wrong with our engines back here. Maybe with the settings? Yes. Shouldn't they be in symmetry with the other ones? They should be. Somehow they are not. Manual switching? Automatic switching. Strange. Is this manual switch setting thingy? This is manual. Okay. Those are all manual, right? Yes, okay. And they are all in air breathing mode. Okay. That's good, that's good. So... are we in TUFX here? We are not. How does it always forget which profile I am using? So we have that. Very nice. That should get us to orbit. Then, when we come down again, we need to slow down somehow, because this is a gliding masterpiece. This is gliding one time around Kerbin, if you would like. So we need a way to lose speed fast. Normally what I do for that is just add air brakes. Add a lot of air brakes. That should do the trick, normally. We'll see. Okay. Anything else went wrong? I don't think so. I don't think so. Let's try again. 23 minutes left, guys. We almost made it. We just need to see if we have enough fuel to get into orbit. That is the great question at hand here. Again, it lost the profile. Come on, safe, safe. Okay, we're good, we're good. Let's go. Oh no, forgot the engine, our oxygen. Oh. That cost us a bit of our oxygen. Anyway, we should be good. Let's time warp until our thrust gets lower again. And this point has been reached. So let's go up. Nice storm cloud here in front of us. Okay, and the moon. Haha, would be a nice window to go to the moon. What is the wing doing? Why? Stop it. That's something I do not want to see. Okay. Closed cycle mode enabled on all the engines. Let's go to 70 kilometers. Or 80, let's go 80. Good, 80 we have. Why is there a timer? Yeah, again, this is like our challenge. We need to build an SSTO and we need to be able to build it and fly the full mission, the challenge, in under 1 hour. Then it is successful. So far it doesn't look so bad. We have first successful test flights at least. Look at that, moon incoming. Almost at 70 kilometers here. And that's basically the challenge with the crash and learn format. We need to do each challenge in 1 hour. Okay. This time it looks better for the payload deployment. Let's deploy it and then move down, which should hopefully move the payload out of the payload bay far enough. Slow but steady, right? We are almost at our apoapsis. That's bad because we now need to start flying this thing. Okay. Let's... Uh-oh. That was close. Okay, let's go. Let's see if we can make it to orbit and have some delta V left for deorbiting. That would be nice, wouldn't it? We'll see. Look at the apoapsis, minus 300 kilometers. We have 12 seconds left of fuel. Let's enjoy the visuals for a bit here. Ah, yeah, 70. Minus 6 kilometers. Yeah, we didn't quite make it to orbit. We would have left some oxidizer, but no fuel. Okay, another failed attempt. Not directly a crash, but I'm incrementing the counter anyway. It's a failed attempt. But we learned something as well. Number 5. What did we learn? We learned that we need more fuel. So let's add a tank in a way that doesn't mess up all of our fuel stuff and center of weight and center of mass thingies. Let's add it in the front here. I guess one of these should do it. Oh, maybe we don't even have to. I forgot. We also have the option to put fuel in our... Like, how much fuel does these all see? 4,500. And in our big wings we can put 1,000 something. Why is there more oxygen in the wings than there is fuel? Interesting. But yeah, let's put fuel in there. This still looks okay-ish. We are somehow... Oh god, that's not what I wanted to do. Damn it. Okay. I wanted to do this. Let's see if we can get this torque back down. We can. Or one is okay, I guess. One is okay. That looks all good. Let's give it another go. Now we have more fuel. Ah, come on. While we're at it, let's add fuel everywhere in all the wings. Optimal amount of fuel now in the craft. So if you need more, we can still add a tank in the front, I guess. Good. Let's see if we can still lift off. That would be nice, right? Would it stop forgetting my setting? Okay. That looks good. Switch off the vector. There we go. Time warp a bit. Watch out for our thrust values. This one engine is going crazy. And they start to go down. Okay. Let's go up. No, 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 no. What are you doing? Whoa. At least our Kerbals, they are still safe. What? Why did that happen? Maybe it's not the best idea to put the fuel in here. Maybe we should go with the tank. Let's ditch the fuel that was in here and use the tank up front here. Now we need to check the center of mass thingies again. But apparently they look still okay-ish. We have 36 kilonewton meters of torque. That's a bit much. Zero point something is a number that I like. Ah, yeah, okay. 0.5 is fine. Good. Next try. Oh, damn it, I forgot to increment the crash number. Whoops. Like this. Okay. I guess again it forgot about my settings. Thank you. Let's go. Up! What are you doing? What went wrong? I have no idea. We were going up already, weren't we? Strange. Let's just try that again. I did enable, yeah, atmospheric autopilot. My God. Okay. Now we have enough fuel, but not enough thrust anymore, I guess. Ah, that's bad. And we start to run tight on time. I have one idea. Let's give this one more gimbal again. Maybe it can help us get off the ground properly. Yeah, we have more weight now in the front, right? Why can it not remember my profile? Beginner engineer, yo, welcome. How was your evening? Okay, we made it. All good. Please. Not going up. Now we slowly start going up. Okay. Good. Let's build up some speed. Okay, now we start to go down with thrust, which means we are going up. Degrees normally I try to aim for. No, 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 no. Don't start doing that again. We're going through max Q. Or was it max Q? It was just the engines not getting enough air anymore, I guess. Okay. Here we are. Let's see how where that gets us now. We want 80 kilometers apoapsis. Good. This time we have 1200 delta V left. Let's see if that's any good. Once we are a bit higher up, we can release the payload. Open and release, and then we head back down because our apoapsis is approaching. We have 41 seconds of thrust. Okay. Go away. Thank you. Uh-oh. Ah, works fine. Okay. Good. Now we can go full throttle. And hopefully make it to orbit. We'll see. Almost 1000 delta V left. How much do we need? minus 200, minus 100, 0, and above 70. Haha, that's orbit. Woo, we made it. We deployed 100 tons. Or did we? We deployed it to space. Haha. That's a good question. Partial success, I would say, so far. We still need one go where we fully deploy it to orbit, not only to space. Ah, damn it. Okay, then maybe we need a bit more thrust, because we only have 300 left. Could be a problem, could not be. Anyway, we are in orbit. Let's do a nice orbit here. Just for the visuals. Look at that. So at least that works. 100 tons of payload, and we can get the SSTO into orbit. That we have proven. Deorbiting, I guess, also works. We still have 300 something delta V left. And we can glide back down and land. That's not going to happen in the next 3 minutes. Maybe we do it as a bonus, if I feel like it. We do need to do a quick one to check if we can bring all this to an actual orbit, including the payload. That I missed this time. God damn it. On our way. Just need to build up some speed. Come on, come on. Yes, starting to lift up. Okay, that's enough. Time warp. Starting to lose thrust. Let's head upward. Switch over to closed cycle mode now. Good. Next step, 80-kilometer apoapsis. Maybe we do a little less to save some delta V. Let's see. 26 seconds left. Okay, at least we made it to here, which is a nice view like this. the moon, our SSTO. Stop. Okay. How did it go? Crash and learn. Mission 2. I would say partial success. I messed up. I deployed the payload too early. We were in space, but we didn't circularize. So the payload would basically come back down and burn up in the atmosphere. That was my bad. But we lifted on 100 tons, 101 ton, into space. At least. That's quite nice. And our SSTO made it to orbit after that. Partial success, I would say. Would you agree? Anyway, here comes the bonus part for the people watching the stream. That will not be most likely in the video on YouTube. Let's see if we can actually go to orbit with the 100-ton payload. That's now the interesting question. $1,300 delta V. Is it enough? We'll see. Question is also, what is the better ISP? What is more efficient? Burning the vector or burning the rapiers? I'm not sure. Good, here we are. Let's start the burn in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Minus 460, that's quite much. I honestly do not think it's enough. Are we out of liquid fuel or oxygen first? Okay, we could pack a little less oxygen to save weight. So we had another learning, and that is that we messed up the payload deployment. Okay, 9 seconds. Oh, it's close, but it's not gonna be enough. Minus 200. Yep. I didn't count in the payload there. That is my bad. That is my bad. We are already in the atmosphere. Potato Furry! Welcome! This is going to be interesting now. And thanks for the sub! This is going to be an interesting re-entry. It's just a bonus now. Let's see what we can make of it. Where is our payload? There. Doesn't generate so much plasma yet. I would have expected it to generate quite a lot more. Maybe it starts. Oh, look at that. The clouds, they cast shadows on the clouds behind them. That looks super nice. Oh, there, in the front of us, there is our tank. Okay, somehow we need to find a way to stabilize later, and that also means we somehow need to have electricity for SAS. That's quickly just for the show. Let's say we use atmospheric autopilot. Where are my settings? Hello? Off to the side there. Thanks for nothing. What happened here? Why is it so big? It's not supposed to look like that. Cruise control, please. Where's my UI? Give me my UI back. I can't see the settings. I think I know why, but it sucks. Yeah, then it most likely will not work. I would need to... I started in full screen and then I changed the resolution. And the game really does not like that. We're just dropping like a stone. This is not going to work. At least we go through some nice clouds here. Let's just enjoy the visuals. How does it look from the inside? Not good. Oh, look at that. Going through some thunderstorm clouds there. That was just the top layer of the cloud. Insane. I mean, at least we get some nice visuals here. Would you look at that? Time warp a bit. Not a thunderstorm. I don't see lightning and stuff. Oh, there's even land. We could have landed somehow. And down we go. Did anybody survive? Everybody survived! Yay! Easy. How do you say? How's the saying? Every landing that you can walk away from is a good landing. And Jeb, can you do an EVA? Look at you. I guess you can walk away from here. Whee! Boink. Okay, get up and... Isn't this... Let's go to the other side. And then... have a nice screenshot. Maybe, I don't know. What is a good angle for the end screen of the video later? Pretty dark. Not the best angle. Maybe we can get a nice angle with the camera tools. We could... What is going on? Oh. Okay. Maybe we can go something like... this. Yeah, so as I said, partial success. We delivered the payload to space. but not to an orbit fully. But we made the SSTO go to the orbit. Imagine now that this payload has its own thrust. That would definitely mean that it can go the last, how much was it? 300, 400 delta V to orbit. And then the SSTO would be in orbit and the payload would be in orbit. Yes, that would work. But that's something for another day. Thank you everyone for joining me in Crash and Learn episode 2. Partial success this time. I will note that down, definitely on the reporting. By the way, if you want to see what we have planned for the next episode, there are some ideas already, 4 I guess, on the community Discord. So join the Discord. I have the link somewhere here. If I write this, that should work. Yes. But only for Twitch. Let me copy paste it for YouTube as well. Good. So feel free to join. Submit your own ideas. We will then refine them and make it into one of the next episodes. I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope I could entertain you a bit. And see you in the next one. Bye bye.